Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, the Consultative Committee tasked to review the Constitution proposes 3 Supreme Courts and a change in the impeachment process.
So instead na lahat nakatambak sa Supreme Court, nahahati yung certain cases depending kung anong klase ng issue.
Lawless violence as ground for declaring martial law.
Nilagay lang natin yun to apply to the present situation.
A regulated ban on political dynasties.
We are not focusing on any particular person or entity. We are doing this for the greater interest of the people.
And a two-party system under federalism. CONCOM member and former Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Eduardo Nachura joins us live. And later, a beautiful disaster, a stunning time-lapse of Hawaii's Kilauea volcano. That's for today's In Focus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. The Consultative Committee tasked to review the 1987 Constitution buckles down to work and proposes big changes to the country's current charter. One of their latest proposals is adding lawless violence as a basis for the president to declare martial law. CONCOM says lawless violence refers to terrorism and extremism, similar to what happened in Marawi City. Also on the table, the proposal to change the impeachment process and having 3 Supreme Courts under a federal form of government. Let's go straight to the source of the story. Consultative Committee member and former Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Eduardo Nachura. Justice, good to see you again.
Yes, it's good to be back. And although this is not the original station, are you?
Yes. Times have changed. So much has happened since then. It's good to see you, and it's good to see you're well. You're part of the Consultative Commission. Sir, how many meetings have you had, and where are you in terms of a progress report?
We took our oath of office before the President on February 13. February 13, immediately the following Monday, we started work. And we worked for 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. Except that this week we will start working 5 days a week.
So it's a lot of work, right? It's a daily work for most of you.
It's a daily grind.
Yeah.
Then we normally start considering that many of us are retired. we normally start at 10 o'clock in the morning, but we end at 5.
Yeah.
So it's
like going to school or going to work.
Going to work, yes.
Yeah, so it's back to the grind for most of you. Of course, a lot of you are retired because a number of you were members of the Supreme Court as well.
3 of us there were members of the Supreme Court.
Considered as experts in the field and in proposing amendments to the 1987 Constitution. So let's talk about the fine print. What's been approved so far? Justice, I understand that the articles for the executive and the legislative branches have been approved.
2 days ago.
Okay, so approved na yon.
Approved na yon.
So pag-usapan po natin, let's start with the executive. We still have a president, we still have a vice
president. Okay. And they are elected at large. Although one change is that when you vote for the president, you vote automatically for the vice president. In fact, we are looking at the possibility that the ballot will contain only the name of the president, the name of the candidates for president, so that if you check the name of the president you want, then you automatically check the name of the vice president. That's we do not seem to want a repeat of so many instances when we had presidents and vice presidents belonging to different political parties.
Which has happened so many times. I don't even remember the last time, Justice, that the president and the vice president came from the same party.
Oh, Gloria and
Sige, balikan natin.
your fellow from Bayan,
Okay.
Kabayan.
Kabayan,
Yeah,
Noli de
Gloria
Castro.
and Kabayan, yes,
Right,
they
that was
were.
the last time.
That was the last time.
And then, yeah, after that. What is the wisdom behind wanting to have the president and vice president win coming from the same ticket, Justice?
For continuity, if anything should happen to the president, the vice president who belongs to the same party and presumably has the same frame of mind will just simply continue until completion all of the plans, projects, etc. of the president.
But what if we don't like the president and we like the vice president, or we like the or vice versa? It somehow, doesn't that take away our right to freely choose who our president is and who our vice president
It
is?
does. But if you want the presidential candidate, then you have to trust his choice of a vice president.
Okay.
That's it.
So yun po. And the president and the vice president obviously must run in the same ticket.
Belong to the same political party.